Hey everyone, and welcome to my videocast. Today I'm going to talk about Spring Breakers.
Good morning, sunshine.
Wakey, wakey. Shine, little bitch.
I need your money.
Where's the money?
Money.
What?
You know what?
Okay, so Spring Breakers is the latest from Korine. He's the guy that wrote Kids when he was 18. Went on to do some controversial and different pieces of film directing, and he did some art, and he did a novel as well, a novel about a race war as well. So to say he's controversial is an understatement, and you get that from the offset because he takes two of Disney's finest, Selena Gomez and Vanessa Hudgens. So he's taken them and he's put them in a movie called Spring Breakers that really explores that MTV generation's obsession with spring break and the debauchery that they get themselves into. So essentially, what this film is four girls, sick and tired of, small town life, and they end up getting some money. They end up actually robbing a store and funding their trip to Florida for spring break. Here they get themselves into some trouble, obviously, and a knight in shining armor, Alien, played brilliantly by James Franco, saves the day for them, bails them out, and from there on introduces their relationship with Alien. Okay, so the director of the film didn't really stand out to me at first. Once I realised that it was the same guy that had done Kids and the stuff I've already mentioned, I reassessed my expectations of the film. It is very much an experimental film. It asks some questions, and maybe not even questions, it just shines a light on a lot of things, but it delivers no real conclusion. It's a bit empty at that end. Like, it does give you an end, but I think it's kind of hollow. I think the entire film's kind of hollow, but there are some great scenes, there are some really nice things that go on. It looks very nice. It's a bit overindulgent, I think, on some of the experimental type of stuff that it does. It plays around with voiceover and non-linear storytelling in a particular scene, in particular scenes, and many, and it continually does this. As far as the cast are concerned, Franco is the standout here. The girls are grand, the girls are fine, but Franco really is a standout. And I will say that I kind of was wary of the film up until I see Franco in it. Wasn't its biggest supporter up until that point, and when Franco comes, it lifts the film. It definitely does. It lifts it to a higher place, and you're far more interested at that point. My one annoyance is Selena Gomez's character in the film. Disappointed, because that's the only character with a real foundation in the entire film. She's coming from a religious background in the film, and she needs to get away and escape a release, but she is a good girl. And then when she encounters Franco, a character, Alien, she's very uncomfortable, and she ends up going home. And I thought we were going to see her again later on in the film, but you don't. She goes, and that's it. And to be honest, that was my main character. That was my main focal point for the film, as far as in the cast of the girls. But you don't see any more of her, and that was kind of disappointing, because I thought that was the only character that really, for me, had an arc. As a film goer, it's not rewarding at all, and it's kind of a letdown. It really is. So that's my one bone to pick with it. It's fine. Franco, again, is, to reiterate, he is very good in it. It's amazing to see him in Oz and then see him in this. He's far better in these films than he is at leading a massive film like that, in my opinion. I still think he's a great actor. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Don't go and expecting this crime popcorn film, because that's not what you're getting here. It's very much, I would say, an independent art house type of film. And if you don't like those sort of films, I would probably give it a miss. But it's definitely an interesting film. It's worth the watch. I'd be interested in seeing it again, but coming out of it, I wouldn't be campaigning for this film. It's 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5, if I was being generous. But I suppose it's worth the watch. It's better going to the cinema to see films like this than it is going to see a Transformers film or something like that. Like, there's more of a it's more rewarding because there's more discussion to be had with it. So that's my thoughts and opinions on Spring Breakers. Hopefully this hasn't, I'll try and cut this down so I haven't waffled on as long as I think I have. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like, and comment and see if you comment if you agree or disagree, and yeah, maybe respond with a video review of your own to this one. And I'll be back with, I think, The Place Beyond the Pines for my next one. So until then, see you.